Welcome to today's edition of Crypto Corner at InvestorIdeas.com. News on what's driving the cryptocurrency market. Hello everyone, this is Sam Mowers here and welcome to episode 529 of the Crypto Corner podcast. For news today, Bitcoin broke $50,000 US earlier this morning. MicroStrategy is buying another $600 million worth of Bitcoin. Bitfury has sold its Hut 8 shares to go towards R&D. DMGI has provided an update on its facility upgrades, and BNXA has partnered with Satoshi Labs. Just before we get into the news today, a quick reminder that if you enjoyed this podcast, please feel free to share it or leave us a review. I also recommend checking out some of the other podcasts on InvestorIdeas.com. Some of these include the Clean Tech and Climate Change podcast, as well as the Cannabis podcast. Both of those will bring you up to speed on the latest stock news and trends in their respective spaces. So earlier this morning, Bitcoin briefly hit a major milestone, reaching a trading price of over $50,000 US, peaking at $50,341 specifically. That's according to data from CoinMarketCap. It has since cooled, clocking in at just a bit over $49,000 at the time of recording, however. This comes after Bitcoin had been flirting with the 50K milestone on Sunday, only to end up dipping suddenly to below $47,000 before a fairly steady rally on Monday. Now, this was surely primed by a particularly bullish news cycle last week, as well as bullish news today. For instance, today, MicroStrategy, which trades on the Nasdaq under the ticker symbol MSTR, announced a proposed private offering of $600 million in convertible senior notes, and according to the press release, intends to use the net proceeds from the sale of notes to acquire additional bitcoins. Bitfury holding BV announced today that it had sold 8,477,687 common shares of Hut 8 Mining Corp., which trades on the TSX under the ticker symbol HUT. According to the press release, Bitfury intends to use the proceeds from such sales for accelerated R&D, specifically around its next-generation ASICs chip development, which will positively influence Bitfury's growing global ecosystems of customers and partners, inclusive of Hut 8. Valery Vavilov, the founder and CEO of Bitfury, commented, quote, "Since the incorporation of Hut 8, Bitfury has been a shareholder and key technology and service partner for Hut 8's data centers. Throughout this time, Hut 8 has continued to show growth and sustainable business practices, steadily building toward an independent and strong infrastructure despite challenging market conditions. Under CEO Jamie Leverton and her leadership, we have seen this momentum increase significantly and are confident this will continue as we move forward and continue to grow our partnership." End quote. DMG Blockchain Solutions Inc., which trades on the TSXV under the ticker symbol DMGI, has revealed updates and plans for upgrades at its flagship cryptocurrency facility. This includes the addition of more miners, as well as retrofitting of the first 30 megawatts of the facility's infrastructure to immersion cooling, which, according to the press release, will increase the company's future Bitcoin mining capacity to approximately 1 exahash per second. DMG's COO Sheldon Bennett said, quote, "DMG's goal is to be the most efficient and technologically advanced mining company in the entire Bitcoin mining industry. Our immersion cooling deployment initiative is just the beginning of numerous technological innovations to be developed and implemented by DMG as part of our rapid growth strategy in the coming years, and the best is yet to come." End quote. Digital asset payment service provider BNXA Holdings, Inc., which trades on the TSXV under the ticker symbol BNXA, has announced a strategic partnership with the Satoshi Labs Group. That's the inventor of the world's first hardware wallet, Trezor. BNXA's CEO Holger Arians explained, quote, "Trezor is a trailblazer in the industry, making it easy and safe to store digital assets. By partnering with Trezor, we deliver on our mission to onboard the masses to cryptocurrencies. Our fiat to crypto on-ramp and Trezor storage and Inviti's exchange capabilities allow people around the world to participate in the digital asset ecosystem." End quote. That does it for today's Crypto Corner. If you would like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website, and this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products, services, or securities. Investors are reminded all investment involves risk and possible loss in investment. To hear more InvestorIdeas.com podcasts, please visit InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on Spotify, iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio.com, and Google Play Music.